Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams coming in feeling good about how their last game went and want to continue with another win here today. It's the Rams going up against the Blues. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Blues. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. Looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Let's go! 1-9!
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It'll be a gain of 9, and just like that, it's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. They slot Gronkowski outright. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Now Gordon on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
They come out here in the eye. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They're going to look to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Mark Barron entered the league as a safety, but really plays much more like a linebacker. One thing we always notice at the end of every game, his stat sheet is full.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Sets up the screen to Gordon. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. They come out here in the eye. And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Los Angeles first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, Ryan. Ebron caught left side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Mason, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This is Gordon on the dump off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And that leads to a Chicago first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's into the clear. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Here we go!
Now a shotgun snap is still nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. One man in the backfield is Gordon. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Out of the gun now on third down. Finding time. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now they run. It's Mason fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 4th down, Jeff Fisher brings out the field goal unit. He's going to say, let's get 3. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Toss play to Mason. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They come out here in the eye. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second and 10 now. Ryan. Ebron with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
They'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. One man in the backfield is Gordon. And he'll get it up the middle. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On play action, they'll throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. A very solid gain of 27.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. He'll try again with the arm. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rob Gronkowski, his fourth touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they're going to go for two. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the move to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down following the incompletion. They go play action now. Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On first down, Ryan. And Thomas has it. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down now after the pass complete. To throw again is Ryan. Got a man and taking it across midfield and inside the 4. Goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? First and 10, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They slot Gronkowski outright.
Let's go.
In motion left goes a tight end. The play clock's running down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Robert Quinn able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They slot Gronkowski outright. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. They'll go, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyrod Taylor, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Ebron caught left side, and he's brought down after a good gain. They get 25 yards out of that one, and it'll be a Los Angeles 1st down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. So the offense has it 1st and 10. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. He's back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down. One man in the backfield is Gordon. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They slot Gronkowski outright.
Come on, let's go. 190.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down.
Ohio. Let's go.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Fielded at the 33. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Back to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So here we go. 45 seconds left, and things have boiled down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable